Hello and welcome everyone. It is Wednesday, March 20th, 2019. New comic book day, best day of the week. Means it's time for another new comic haul video. So we will get right into my books I picked up today in just a second. As usual, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch my channel, subscribe to it, send me comments. I love hearing from everybody. I've come into contact with so many awesome people since I've started this channel. So to all of you, thank you so much. And I just hit 6,000 subscribers this past week, so which is, I never thought I'd get even 500 subscribers, to be honest. So I am so amazed, but thank you again so much, everybody. I am going to be doing a giveaway. It'll have to be early next week. I was planning on doing a down the road video, and I'm just not going to have time, unfortunately. And by the time I get around to it, the next set of catalogs will be out. So I'll always give out books down the road kind of thing in some of my videos. I won't be doing that today, but I usually do that in all my videos, and I do my top picks and everything. So, but I do plan on doing those again. I've been really busy the last few weeks, so I just haven't been able to kind of sit down and really grind through those books and get the info out. But anyways. Thank you so much, everybody. So there will be a contest, like I say, early next week. There may or may not be Teen Titans number 12, first appearance of Batman Who Laughs in there. We'll have to wait and see, because it's a mystery. So stay tuned for that. I have to give a shout out to Nola Nerd. It is his birthday today. I did a birthday shout out in one of my other videos, and he sent me a comment and says, "Hey man, it's my birthday this upcoming Wednesday." So I'm like, "Hey, all right, well, happy birthday." So he's commented on my videos for quite a while, so happy birthday, Nolan Nerd. Can't pick a better day, comic book day, jeez. No comic book shout out today just because I was rambling on there, but we'll get right into it. My independents, I only picked up 2 titles. Picked up Dark Red number 1. I think a lot of you grabbed that one. It was actually a pretty good story. It's a vampire type storyline. And this one is more introducing all the characters and everything, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. There's a couple really nice variants for that, which I did not get. My shop didn't get those in. So if you can hunt those down or pick up one of those, they're nice covers. The other one I got was Rise number 1. Got the regular cover, and I got the 1 for 10 cover B for that, which is really nice. These are still, well, at least when I checked earlier, these were still available on the Scout Comic website. So if you are unable to find them at your stores or so, go directly to Scout Comics on the web. They have an online store, and see if they're available there, because if you want one, that's where I would recommend going for it. Don't overpay for it on eBay or whatever. But anyways, just so you know, I recommended that before in some of their other books like The Source and that. You're able to get those there. So check that out if that's something you're interested in. I have to show, before I get going too much into my other books, I wanted to get into, I mentioned that I got some artwork and stuff from some artists and stuff, and some companies sent me stuff, and then one of my good buddies, Gino Bonino, he's been one of my subscribers since almost day one, and we send books, we kind of exchange books back and forth, we trade stuff, and he went to a Comic-Con in Fayetteville on October 18th, I think is what this says, October 18th. And he got a copy of Junior High Horrors number 1. Got a couple signatures on there. Got those 2 there. They are from Rob Rettiano and Bill Parker, who are both involved with the book. So that was awesome, and I really like that cover. It's just that Exorcist homage. It's kind of really cool. And he was a big collector, kind of flipper guy back in the 90s. He would go all to comic shows and have stacks of books, and he sent me pictures of stuff, and you've probably seen some of it if you go to his channel. He's probably got like 10 or 15 of these, so he sent me one of these Spider-Man number 2099 number 1, which I really appreciate. Thank you, Gino. He also sent me Amazing Spider-Man 365, which has your preview of Spider-Man 2099 in that. He also sent me 2 copies of the Walmart supersized Superman number 7, which we don't get up here in Canada for whatever reason. I don't get that, why Walmart doesn't bring them out up here, but anyways, not where I am anyways. So he got 2 of those. That's that Lois Lane torture kind of thing. And then Swamp Thing number 1, which has a new character. If I remember right, it was named Char. I haven't read it, but I'm pretty sure that's, it's got an all new Swamp Thing story. So wanted to get that, and he sent me those. So thank you very much, Gino. I really appreciate that. And like I say, I've met so many good people my time doing this channel, which I really appreciate. So from DC, I got High Level number 2. I kind of enjoyed the first one. I haven't read that one yet, so that's going to be one I'm going to probably read tomorrow. Picked up Aquaman 46, and it looks like in this one you finally get your true image of Nama in her true form. You get you obviously see her in this form. She's been on the cover and in the book as that. That's her image. But near the end of the book, you get to see her because she's Nama, the dragon god, and that's you finally see her firing up out of the ocean with her in her dragon form, which just looks wicked. I love that image. And of course, you know, it's funny how the dragons always have the soft underbelly exposed, and you think that would be have a big armor plate over it or something, but you know, hey, no, don't fire an arrow right there because I wouldn't want you to kill that huge ass dragon that's about to eat you. But anyways, it's a really cool image of Nama the dragon god. So that's definitely one I wanted to get this week. And I really like the new team that's writing Aquaman, because to be honest, it wasn't a huge Aquaman before, but this story's been really good. I got 2 copies. Well, I got Batman 67. I got cover A and cover B, and it's kind of it's almost a silent issue. There's very little dialogue in this thing until, you know, kind of the last page of the book. But basically, Batman's chasing this villain across rooftops and through windows and all around the town. And then they fall into the water, and he rips the mask off. And who is it? Holy crap! It's the Joker. But is it the Joker from the current timeline, or is it one of those 3 Jokers that showed up in DC Universe Rebirth number 1 when Batman sat in the chair and got an image of the 3 Jokers? So are we getting a glimpse of the 3 Jokers, and is that something that's coming into play? I don't know, we'll see. But it's kind of interesting because it kind of looks like a different Joker than what I'm used to seeing. So, but anyways, got that. Got my Justice League number 20. So there's 3 covers for this one. There's cover A. Try and do this here so you can all see it. And there's the 2 B and C, which kind of are your left and right side of the image. Kind of a cool image. So it's basically, you're in the 6th dimension still, and you get the current Justice League team, and then you get your first full appearance of this new 6th dimension Justice League team, and they're on the cover. So if you get the whole it's a kind of a cool image. I really like it. So there's those 2 there. And an interesting thing in here, again, I'm going to show some images, so probably should have warned you before I did that on the last one, but because if you haven't read Batman now, you know it's a Joker. Oh man, I'm so bad at spoiler alerts. But the cool thing in here is you got this one page where they give you a whole, it's almost an origin of Perpetua. How she created the multiverse, but she was kind of a rogue, the bad seed. She created her multiverse using 7 unnatural energies. She tried to make something vicious that'd live forever. So it's kind of interesting, and they talk about her sons, the Monitor, the Anti-Monitor, and the World Forger, and how she was banished and locked away and stuff. So it's a good issue. Man, you know, we still haven't got, they're sure dragging out this Perpetua thing. We still have not got our first full appearance of Perpetua. All you get is these images of her, you know, in you know, like this, where it's on a page, or in that stasis chamber, and they're reviving her or something. But that's kind of all you get, is like 1 image per book. So you've had a first appearance, but it's not her first full appearance where she's actually come to life and in the comic. But that was a pretty good issue, actually. And it's interesting to see what's going to happen with this whole 6th dimension, why they brought that into the storyline and stuff. So really enjoyed that one. And I'll say I'm glad I got all 3 covers, because that's a kind of a really cool looking image. And this was one of my picks this week. Boy, this was a good book. Naomi number 3. Again, I'm showing some images, folks, so be warned. The first two were kind of setting up the characters and whatnot, and you got this in the last one. We kind of left off, and she was talking to this guy D in the garage, and he had this picture of him with this lady here. And of course, she thought that was her mom. which I still think might be, but he's saying that he's not her dad and everything else. And the parents that are raising her, have raised her, they take her down to this cave, and the dad takes her into this cave, and all of a sudden there's a spaceship. And it turns out he's saying that he's her dad. Or, well, that's the one that came, and that's just the beginning pumpkin. So whether or not he really is her dad, I don't know. But you know, she's a black girl, and the other lady's a black lady, and she looks a lot like her. So I kind of think that is her mom. That looks like she may have been killed when Dee jumped through the portal and ended up crashing into the town. But it's a good story. It's a low print run. The art in that is really good. I'm trying to remember who the artist is. It's oh, damn it, who's the artist? Because the art is Jamal Campbell. Like, she's great artist. Boy, that is some stunning art. That artist has some future with comics for sure. And this is a good story, and I can absolutely see this is the type of character they're trying to bring into movies and TV shows and stuff. And I say it like I've said a few times. I really think there's a tie between Superman and what's going on with that Leviathan and Red Cloud and Naomi. I think there's something going on there. So we'll find out. But boy, is it good! I really enjoyed that one. That's one of DC's titles I've enjoyed the most, to be honest with you. It's really good. And I know the print run was really low. It was only like 15,000 on number 2, so I wouldn't doubt number 3 is in that same range. From Marvel, I got War of the Realms number 11. That's kind of a prelude to the War of the Realms story, obviously. Got Spider-Man City at War number 1. I just grabbed the one cover. It's a really nice Clayton Crane cover, so of the ones, that's the one I liked. It was the best. Got the Avengers number 17. That's kind of the conclusion to that that vampire storyline there, and it's kind of interesting how Dracula kind of does a little twist at the end, and I won't give it away, but it's pretty good. Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. That is your first full appearance of the Dark Guardians, and they're on the cover. I like this story, but I don't know, it doesn't have the same feel as some of the other books that Cates has done. But I'm definitely going to keep going with it. I'll see where it goes. And it sounds like the new Thanos is going to show up by issue 6. So whether it's 5 or 6 he shows up, I don't know. But going to be in one of the next couple issues by the looks of it. As I'm sure Lottie got, Avengers No Road Home number 6. This was a pretty good issue. Boy, it was, I have to say, I'm really enjoying this weekly storyline. And this was a good one. So you get, obviously, Conan continues kind of that storyline with him and the Scarlet Witch, and they're looking for the shard and everything. And then you get the page, again, there's spoilers here. You got the Hulk, he's still in that nightmare realm, he's killed Hypnos, but he's got the shard, and he's looking all, like, crazy and evil. And then he ends up snapping the shard, and the this black Void shows up. So now I don't know if this is the Void from like the Sentry, the Void. I don't know if that is or not. But it's funny how at the end, right after he does that, he turns into the Gray Hulk. So now he's back to being the Gray Hulk. So I don't know if that's going to transfer over into Immortal Hulk with him being the Gray Hulk or not. But that's pretty cool. I really like that. And then right at the end, of course, you've got Conan and Scarlet Witch find the other shard that they were looking for, and that opens up a portal and then comes through Nyx and her kids and everything. So now I don't know if the rest of the Avengers are going to come through in the next issue, or they'll all be fighting together with Conan and who knows what. But you know, Conan will be with the Avengers at some point because he's in that what's the name of that book? Savage Avengers, coming out later in the summer. So definitely got big plans for Conan. Of course, I got my Immortal Hulk number 15. Definitely my pick of the week this week. It's another good issue. I got cover A, and I also got cover B. Alex Ross did 2 really nice covers. I like this cover B better, to be honest with you. But now this one here, boy, this has got some more good stuff going on in it. So Dr. Sampson comes, he's talking to Betty, trying to figure out what's going on with the Hulk. He goes to meet the Hulk, who's you know, obviously had his head been shot by Bushwhacker. And they're fighting it out, and then he kind of calms them down. And then at the end, they go to the cemetery where Rick Jones is buried, and of course his body is now missing. So whether he was dug out of the grave or whether he came back to life and came out of the grave, that's who knows. But there's an image on the screen. I've showed this one before. This is from Joe Bennett with the deceased body on the table, and they're dumping that goo all over him, and it's an old foal rice. So whether or not that is Rick Jones that's been dug out of the grave and they're bringing him back as A-Bomb, which is Hulk. Oh, geez, which issues are those? You'll see the images on the screen of the image of the issues, and then also in here he also says that I gotta read this to you because he says right here it says, "Banner watched you die. But here you are, large as life. You're part of the club, Samson, just like Betty. You and her and me and him." And of course he points at Rick Jones' grave. Oh no. So why does this keep happening? So basically because Dr. Samson came back at the beginning, he came back, the green door brought him back. So it looks like Betty Ross is immortal just like the Hulk, and I still think she's coming back as the Red She-Hulk. I know there's been issues. Some people are thinking she's come back as Harpy, and I showed that book in my last video, which that guy talked about. But I really think that's going to be Marlo Chandler that's going to be coming back as Harpy, and Betty Ross will be coming back as the immortal She-Hulk. So, anyways, we'll see what happens when that issue shows up. But that's a really good book. And like I say, I don't know if A-Bomb is coming back or Red Hulk's coming back or they're all coming back. Shit, who knows? But it's really good. Last one I got was Venom number 12. This has been really good. This is the last one Cates is writing until issue 16, because I got the War of the Realms tie-ins. I mentioned that in my last video. I got cover A. And then I got that really nice Stegman villains variant, that's a wicked cut. Stegman is such a good artist. Boy, is he good. So some spoilers in here, folks, too. If you haven't read this one, boy, turn it off. But right at the beginning, you get Anne Whaling. I call it Whaling. Could be one. I don't know. Anyways, but Anne Whaling, she shows up with Dylan as a baby on the doorstep of Eddie's dad and drops him off. You learn that in that Venom, what the heck's the name of it? Sinner Takes All, I believe is the name of it, number 3. That when she got covered by the symbiote, that she got impregnated at the same time, and that's where Dylan came from. So technically, it's almost guaranteed that Dylan is going to be a symbiote at some point. That's why that Venom number 7 and number 9 are such huge issues, because those are the first appearances of Dylan. But her first appearance was Amazing Spider-Man 375. I've showed that book before, and I've got it somewhere, but damn it, I can't find it. I looked everywhere for it. Of course, I took it and stuffed it in a box somewhere, but anyways. So 375 is a good one. Don't overpay for it, though, because it's one you can find in, put that one in the back of your mind, and if you come across it at a dollar bin or something, pick it up. But don't go pay crazy money for it, because, I mean, it is her first appearance. And I know that that Sinner Takes All number 3, the price on that was really climbing, because it is your first She-Venom, as well as now you learn that she was impregnated while wearing that suit and everything, so... it's a good book, but boy. And then at the end, anyways, Dylan's at the hospital with Eddie, and you learn that the symbiote is kind of on its own right now, and it's walking around with this hoodie on. You don't get a glimpse of who he is or what he really looks like, but you gotta remember Rex Strickland was, he walked around for the longest time. You thought that was Rex Strickland, so who this is, I don't know. We're going to find out in a bit, but it'll be interesting. At some point, it'll merge back up with Eddie, and life will be good. But like I was saying, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up getting a mini Venom or some new symbiote character with Dylan Brock at some point. So, boy, get those books. Anyways, that is it for me this week, folks. I'm kind of rambling on there. I will talk to you later in the week with my top picks video. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.